yeah, Collinsville. And you're so glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chief and crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play no sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, Kahawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
All the fresh come forward.
High school, champions.
Yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And very good evening, everyone, and welcome to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I'm Todd Duke. Glad that you're with us as we are finally back home for some boys basketball as we get you ready for this game between Collinsville and Belleville West. And we welcome you into the Cafe Agape pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network, brought to you by Cafe Agape in Collinsville, home of the Kahok Chicken Sandwich. Cafe Agape been doing their thing for 10 years now, all the way back in 2012. That is offering catering and some of the best home-cooked food in the area. Give Cafe Agape a call today. You have some catering in mind. You have a wedding reception that needs catered, a business luncheon, or just a meeting. Cafe Agape can take care of you. 345 Cafe is their number. That's 345-2233. Kahawks come into this contest 17-5 overall. They are 5-2 in conference play. Belleville West under Alex Schobert in his third year has his team at 6-14 this year, and they are looking for their first conference win. They are 0-7. Darren Lee is in his 13th year here at Collinsville. He has an overall record of 222 wins and 154 losses. Schobert in his third year is 33-34 on the year. Collinsville comes into this after a 68-42 win versus Highland Tuesday night that extended their current winning streak to 9 games. Last loss was in 2021, I could say last year, 50-49 to O'Fallon in the semifinal of the Prairie Farms Holiday Classic. So that means that Collinsville is 8-0 in the year of 2022. For Belleville West, only win was at last week's Chick-fil-A Classic. Their last win, anyway, at Belleville East, and that was their final game, an 85-25 win over SIUE Charter School, and that for Belleville West snapped a 4-game losing streak. The only win streak of the year when they won the first 2 games of the year in the Lincoln Thanksgiving tournament, and they have losing streaks of 3 games after those first 2 wins, 3 more in a row to start December, and another 4-game losing streak to close out 2021 and 2022. So Alex Schobert and his team are struggling a little bit this year. Collinsville, during their streak, they're outscoring opponents 535 to 308. 97. That's just a little bit of what we have for you in the pregame show. I had a chance a little while ago to catch up with number 23 in your programs, and on the back of his shirt, that would be senior Devin Davis. And my conversation with the young Collinsville Kahawk senior will come your way next on the Cafe Agape pregame show, which is right here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahawk sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call on someone who's invested in your success. In Collinsville, that person is Jason Regg, your Collinsville Edward Jones financial advisor. Jason Regg will work to build a complete picture of your financial life, including your unique goals and passions. Jason Regg of your Collinsville Edward Jones office plays a big part in the community and the Collinsville Unit 10 School District with his Kahawk Educator of the Month award. To take care of the things along the path of you and your family's financial journey, call Jason Regg at the Collinsville Edward Jones office at 618-344-0252. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahawk sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahawk Sports Network. We're back at home, and we're getting ready for a Southwestern Conference battle with the Belleville West Maroons. And joining us now on the Cafe Agape pregame show is one Mr. Devin Davis, senior point guard for your Collinsville Kahawks. All right, let's get to know Devin Davis a little bit, man. Tell us a little bit about your family, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, no, not aunts and uncles, dogs, cats, iguanas, ferrets, whatever you guys got.
I got one brother here, 18, a year older than me. I got a dog. His name Jay with 2 Y's. He a little mutt. He be running around the house like he own the house, but he, you know what I'm saying? That's all the siblings I got though.
You know your mutt runs around the house like he owns the house because you let him.
I don't let him. Nah, I be picking him up and throwing him on the bed.
All right, let's talk a little bit about basketball. 2-year varsity. This year you're second in scoring, second in rebounds, second in steals, and number 1 in assists. You're second behind, you know who, Travion Swagger. You guys got a little bit of a little friendly rivalry going on between you two to see who is in the top category in each of these?
No, we just play. Me and him, like, to be honest, me and him got the best relationship on the team. So, like, it's really just chemistry, and we don't care who scores. It just whoever scores. We don't care for real.
All right, well, talk to me about your game. I mean, number 2 on the team in a lot of statistical categories. That's got to be pretty cool for you, not only just for you from a personal standpoint, but for the way that those numbers help your team out.
Mm-hmm. You know, scoring, that's what I look for the most, scoring, and then I help rebounding a lot, and then I look to get my teammates involved, make sure they make open shots, and then that opens up driving lanes for me.
Now, you and Trey and a couple of those guys, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys won a championship in the 8th grade, correct?
Yeah, that was a long time. That feel like yesterday. That was a long time. I want to go back to that day. That was fun.
Tell us a little bit about that and your progression up to this point. You're a senior now, man, so that was the year before you got into high school. Talk to me about how you have matured and progressed as a basketball player.
I matured a lot because I feel like 8th grade, I don't know, I wasn't like scared. But, like, I wouldn't look to drive as much as I do now. So I look to drive more. And I need to start shooting more because that's the one thing I don't do a lot. But, yeah, that's basically it.
All right, this season you guys are currently on a 9-game winning streak, looking for number 10 here tonight. No losing streaks this year. You guys have only lost 5 games. Talk to me about your thoughts on the season thus far.
We started off slow. I don't think our chemistry was really up. I think we was, like, playing around too much. But then, like, our first winning streak, that 3-game winning streak we had earlier in the season really got our chemistry up. And then we had lost one. I think it was the normal. But then after that, we just came more together as a team. We started winning a lot.
Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Classic here on your floor. Man, that 1-point loss to a foul, and that kind of has to stick you guys in the crawl, doesn't it?
Yeah, we should have won that game. We really should have won that game. I don't know how we lost.
Well, you took on Quincy. You beat a pretty good Quincy team for that 3rd-place game, and you know that's look maybe down the road. You guys might see them in the playoffs. So how does that bode well for you guys right now?
Well, I mean, it looks good because first we've seen them before, so we already know what they want to do, and it's basically a replay of what's gonna happen. We don't know what's gonna happen, but hopefully the same outcome happen if we do play them.
All right, talk to me about the Chick-fil-A Classic over in Belleville East. Obviously, I wasn't there. I watched what I could. Give me your point of view of that tournament.
The first game, we got a little slow, but then we really picked it up in the second half. Well, no, we played at first. We started off a little good. Then the second quarter was really we didn't score a lot, and the third quarter was really we didn't score a lot. They scored a lot of points. But then the 4th quarter, we all just woke up and said we got to win the game because we don't want to lose this. We lost our tournament, so we can't lose another tournament.
Guys played pretty well there. Beat some pretty quality teams, too. All right, a little bit of a favorite things category, man. You ready? What is your favorite breakfast food?
I say pancakes and waffles.
What favorite musical group or person in music?
I don't know. When I was younger, it was Michael Jackson. I used to hit that mug. Now, I don't know. I really I listen to everybody for real. But like in rap, I don't listen to a lot of other stuff. But rap and R&B, that's what I mainly listen to.
You can still listen to Michael Jackson. That's okay. I do. Favorite movie?
Friday. All the Fridays. That must give me weak. I ain't gonna fake it. All the Friday movies.
Favorite class in high school?
PE.
Least favorite class in high school?
That's a tough one.
It's okay. You don't have to answer that, man. You don't want to make any teachers mad anyway, do you? All right. What's next for Devin Davis after high school? What are you doing? What's the plan?
Hopefully, I'm looking for college to play basketball, but I'm also looking to major in business. And I don't know if you can, cause I'm a funny. I say I'm funny. But what's it called? I think there's a thing you can get into comedy type business stuff. I don't know, but hopefully I can get into that.
Yeah, you seem like the clown of the team, that's for sure. All right, you got Belleville West tonight. How are you going to beat them?
Well, coach said they big man got better, so we really got to get down on inside. Can't let them make open shots, and let them drive in.
Devin Davis, thanks for the visit, man. Good luck.
You too. Thank you.
Devin Davis, Collinsville senior on your varsity basketball team. We'll take a break here on the Cafe Agape pregame show. When we come back, we'll pass the starting lineups to you, and then we'll get into some more names and some more numbers. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahok sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahok sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes that bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org. Having problems keeping your ride on the road? Roadman Automotive in Collinsville can help you keep your ride rolling. Roadman Automotive offers everything from diagnostic tests when that check engine light comes on to tune-ups, alignments, brake and suspension work, and more. Oil changes at Roadman Automotive start at just $35. Roadman Automotive is open from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday and is located at 936 St. Louis Road in Collinsville. Check out the Roadman Automotive Facebook page for daily specials. Call Roadman Automotive at 618-223-1878, online at roadmanautomotivecollinsville.com. Roadman Automotive. Keep your ride on the road with Roadman Automotive. Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, your place for online auctioning. Go to ogleauctions.com to check out the week's items up for auction. Ogle Auctions deals in everyday items like board games, t-shirts, clocks, antique items, and more. To collectible items, anyone in the market for, say, a trolley? Or maybe you're into more treasure troves like vinyl albums, cars, or motorcycles. And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more auctionable items. Ogle Auctions of Collinsville. Auctions every Sunday at 7 p.m. Check them out at www.ogleauctions.com or call Kim or Mike Ogle at 618-218-2117. Cafe Agape serves up some of the best sandwiches, burgers, pork steaks, meatloaf, fish, and more in Collinsville. And yes, they still cater. Wedding receptions, luncheons, business meetings, and much more. And Cafe Agape is your destination for all of your holiday and party favorites, both main courses as well as delicious sides. Cafe Agape in Collinsville is the only place to pick up a Kahawk sandwich or dog and the new Flamin' Kahawk sandwich. Cafe Agape, check them out at 703 St. Louis Road. Give them a call at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. And don't forget to tell them Stewie sent you.
And once again, welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey, he'll be joining us in a minute as we get you ready for this game between Collinsville and Belleville West. These two teams met back on the 7th of December at Belleville West. Collinsville won that game 49-35. They outscored the Maroons in every quarter except the fourth. Our pregame guest, Devin Davis, had 17 points in that contest. Adam Remar had 13, and Trey Swaggart with 12 to round out your scores into double digits. Kahawks in that game went 7 of 9 from the free throw line, 2 of 7 from the three-point stripe. Belleville West went 2 of 4 from the free throw line, so Collinsville way cut down on the fouls in that game. And from the three-point line, Belleville West, they tried to shoot a bunch of them. They shot 14, but only 5 of them went in. And Collinsville out-rebounded Belleville West 29-20, and 20 of those rebounds came on the defensive boards. And in the turnover department, that one wasn't too good. Each team turned the ball over in the teens. Collinsville 18 and Belleville West 16. Here are your starting. By the way, JV lost. They lost a tough one by 3 points, 62-59. They were down 27-25 after halftime, and then 44-37 at the end of 3. So they did battle back from a 7-point deficit and only lost by 3. And it was a battle in the last couple of minutes. Teams hitting baskets left and right, and then we had to look at the foul department, and Collinsville had to give a few in a row just to get to 7 to get somebody to the line, and by the time they did that, there was like only 12 seconds left, so a tough loss for the JV team. Here you go, Belleville West starters. David Marshall, a junior at 6'2", or David Marshall Jr., who is a 6'2" sophomore. Dalen Bird, a 6'2" sophomore. DeQuan Shaw, a 6'3" junior. Quincy Cotton, a 6'2" junior. And William Brown Jr., who is a 6'2" sophomore. Did you get all that juniors and sophomore stuff? All right. Collinsville, as Chad Burgess announcing them right now to the crowd here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Nick Horace, 6'2" sophomore. Deontay Franklin, a 6' senior. Devin Davis, our pregame guest, a 6'2" senior. Jake Wilkinson, a 6'4" junior. And Matt Clark, the 6'3" senior. We are just about ready to go here. We got to pose for a picture because Dr. Chris always does this. You'll see it on Facebook here in a minute. And with that, we welcome in Dr. Chris McCluskey. How are you, sir?
Hey, happy Friday, Todd. Thanks for having me back in the booth with you tonight. I'm excited.
I am glad to see you, man. It's been a while.
It has been a while. We played on the road there, and then we went for a time where we had to shut down attendance, so it's nice to be back. Junior Kahok night here.
Junior Kahok night, yes.
At Virgil Fletcher Gym. It's nice to see all the families and the kids. It's the future of Kahok basketball. There's Miss Nikisha down there. Rayshawn Taylor's mother.
Yeah.
Ray had another come fly with me moment last night in the game up at SIU. I've got a video I'll show you. Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. I've seen a bunch of his videos, and that dunk that he has, that you're talking about?
That's it.
That's the one. Yeah, and he's rolling right along, one of the best players in the country, definitely the best freshman in the country, that's for sure.
No doubt about it. He's really put SIU Edwardsville on the map, and it's awesome seeing so many of Collinsville's community going up to support him. I go to most of the games, and there's always a ton of Collinsville people up there supporting him.
Yeah. All right, let's look at some of the numbers we have. Leading scorer in this one is Travion Swaggart for Collinsville, 261 points on the year, averaging 11.9. Devin Davis right behind him, 248 points, averaging 11.3. On the other side, Dalen Bird, 223 points on the year. He's averaging 12.4 points, and he is the only Belleville West player in double digits. Collinsville, the home team, they're just in their white uniforms, trimmed in purple, numbers in purple. They have the word Kahawks written across the fronts of their jerseys. The Maroons, well, guess what? They're in the maroon uniforms. Go figure, right? Trimmed in white, numbers in white, and they have the word West written across the fronts of their jerseys. And there you go, Nikki Tony right off the bat.
Nikki Tony Horace lays it in off the glass for 2 points to put Collinsville up 2-0 with 7:35 as we get underway here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium.
Kahawks looking for their 10th win in a row. And this is, if I do my math correctly, this is game number 23, correct? 17 plus 5? 23.
I'll take your word for it. You're the stat guy, Todd.
Yeah, 22 actually. See, I'm wrong, 22. That is 22 played. This is game 23. The only reason I bring that up is Collinsville's 10-game winning streak kind of pales into comparison. The 22-game winning streak from the 2019-2020 team, and that started the year. So at this point in that season, Collinsville had not lost a game.
And we'd won some tough games that year as well along the
definitely.
way.
Rebound for Collinsville after a failed attempt down at the other end of the court by Belleville West on their first shot. And there's a three-pointer by Devin Davis. See, you come on to the pregame show with me and good things happen to you.
Devin's feeling himself. Cole showed me videos of him at school today. He was basically dancing around school all day. So he was ready.
He's you missed the interview. He's ready to go to college, learn how to be a comedian.
He's already got a good head start.
I know. That's what I was saying. That ball is out of bounds, stays with Belleville West. All right, we'll get back to some basketball here. 6:28 to go. 5-0 in favor of Collinsville. Kahawks again looking for their 10th win in a row, number 18 on the year. And we'll tell you about Coach Lee climbing up the charts here as far as number of games coached and wins in his career. There's a ball that's off the mark, and that goes out of bounds. That's a turnover for Belleville West, and Collinsville will bring the ball up, leading 5-0, 6:20 to play here in quarter number 1. Here is Devin Davis. He comes across the Kahok logo at midcourt, moves his way over toward the right wing, and settles in, then gives it up to Deontay Franklin. Franklin over to Matt Clark. Clark back to Franklin in the corner. Better watch those heels. He's close to that purple line. And he gives it up to Nick Horace. Now Franklin for 3. That one falls short.
I think that ball might have gotten tipped. He was a little slow on the release, and here comes the Maroons down 0-5 already early in the match.
Cotton gets it out over onto the wing to Marshall. Marshall dribbles his way to the top of the key, now in the paint, offset free throw line, and on the board for the first time, Belleville West, David Marshall Jr. with the bucket. Here is Franklin off the glass, and it comes out the other side. Matt Clark with the rebound, still can't get it to go, and the next rebound belongs to Belleville West.
Well, layups and free throws, you hate to see bunnies miss, but Clark did a good job of muscling up to get that board.
3-point shot from the wing. That one's a little bit too long off of the hands of William Brown. And Collinsville ends up with the rebound. They bring it back down, and a whistle, and a 2-point bucket there for Mr. Wilkinson.
Dude, nice dish for number 3, Nick Horace. He kind of did a little hesitation, then he acted like he was going to go to the rack. Everybody surrounds him. He does a nice little over-the-shoulder, no-look pass to Jake Wilkinson, who will have a chance for 3 points the old-fashioned way.
How about Jake Wilkinson, the 6'4 junior, getting MVP of the Chick-fil-A Classic?
And the first time I saw him on the court this year, I said I like the way he plays the game, and he was rewarded handsomely for having a great tournament.
Yeah, he sure was. Wilkinson came in 76.2 from the free throw line. That's a pretty lofty number there. And now we're going to have a whistle on the play and a timeout called by Coach Alex Schobert and the Belleville West Maroons. It is a 30-second timeout, so we'll be back here in just about that time on the Kahok Sports
Plumbing
Network.
or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey with you. 5:13 left to play here in the first quarter. 8-2 in favor of Collinsville. John Miller, our illustrious mayor, is here in attendance, but his wife is at home and says, let's go Kahawks. She's watching from home.
Hello, Mrs. Miller. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully the boys will put on a show for you tonight.
Maroons with the ball. 5 minutes to play here in this opening quarter, and they do not have the ball anymore. Turnover. Collinsville brings it back the other way, and then the Kahawks turn it over.
Yeah, Horace wanted to lead Franklin, and he just let him a little bit too much, and the ball got away from him. That will go down as a turnover on Mr. Horace.
By the way, since we had Devin Davis on in the pregame show, I already talked to Coach Lee, and he has agreed to join us in the postgame show. So a little reverse order. I like to talk to the kids sometimes before the game, before they come up here and get all hot and sweaty, you know.
You do a great job with the pre- and post-game shows. That adds a lot to the broadcast. I know the people appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Traviana Hines, who checked into the game, got Belleville another bucket, and in return, Deontay Franklin, the 6-foot senior, does the same thing for Collinsville. So back the other way we go. Here is Quincy Cotton. Over across the other way, skirting the line was Hines, and back over to Cotton it goes. Cotton with the left-hand dribble. Back to Hines on the wing in front of the Kahawks bench. A drive down the baseline, and he throws the ball away.
Yeah, Collinsville in a tight matchup, man defense. They're really pressuring the ball handlers, and they forced a turnover just due to good, solid defense.
4:11 left to play here in this opening quarter. Collinsville up 10-4. Kahawks trying to sweep the home and away from Belleville West, and Belleville West looking for their first conference win. They come in at 0-7 on the year. Here is Horace, who gets fouled from behind, and that one is going to go against Dalen Bird, the 6'2 sophomore who leads his team in scoring.
Yeah, we had a mismatch there. Horace had a little guard number 3 on him, so he actually posted up. It's a good heads-up ball by the Kahawks. Said, hey, we got a mouse in the house. Let's go down low. And West did a good job of defending it.
Franklin will inbound. He does so, and a shot right off the bat for Wilkinson got shoved down and ended up on his backside. No call on the play, though. And the rebound belongs to Belleville West. Here are the Maroons in the paint. Shot taken by Marshall. No good. Rebound. He's trying to handle it as Farley, and he does so.
How tall is Farley?
Farley is 6'8".
That's a big gentleman.
Yes, it is. Here is Davis. Davis on the wing now to Matt Clark. Clark dribbles, drives, and kicks it out, but it's a turnover, and that was an ill-advised pass by the senior Matt Clark, and that is going to turn into, well, I was going to say 2 points because that was almost an easy enough lay-in for Marshall, but he didn't get it up there high enough.
I think Clark was surprised that he was dribbling the ball that far, and he just kind of chucked it to get rid of it into no man's land, but thank goodness the Kahawks will get the ball right back. Here comes Davis and Horace in the front court.
Across the logo, 3:20 left to play here in this opening quarter. 10-6 in favor of Collinsville. Here is Davis on the left wing. Dribbles and tries to enter the perimeter. No room there. And back to Davis from Clark for three. Yes!
Davis with a quick release. That ball was aligned right. It looked like one of Ray Sean's old threes.
Yeah.
That thing was a bullet and drained. Nothing but net.
Second three-pointer for Davis tonight. Franklin tonight. Davis. I had it right the first time. A three-point answer on the other end by Marshall.
Yeah, that was deep. That was about a 23-footer. Nice shot by young number 20, Marshall.
And here comes Davis in the paint. Dumps it off underneath. Wilkinson off the glass. Good for two more. Wilkinson now with 5.
Well, Belleville West just not doing a good enough job of stopping Kahawk penetration. We could penetrate and dish all night at this pace.
Here's Bird on the left wing. Three-point high rainbow shot. That misses everything. And the Kahawk student body cheering section will let him know exactly what it was.
That there, Todd, is an air ball.
It sure is.
And if you shoot one in a visiting,
they'll let you know.
On an away,
no matter where you
game,
are.
You can guarantee.
You're the away team. That chant is coming your way.
That's for sure.
Here is Clark on the left wing, and he found Davis underneath, but that pass had a little bit too much pop on it, and that thing zipped right by Devin Davis. So Collinsville has already turned the ball over 4 times, and I guarantee you there's a head coach down there who's not happy about that stat already.
Not happy. He took a seat before he said something he didn't want to.
Here is Miles Liddell, EJ's little brother. I just saw that EJ hitting him point number 1,000 in his career at Ohio State the other night. Here, man, that was bodies banging all over each other down there, no call.
He just took the ball away from Jake. Actually, it was Horace who got knocked down, but he didn't have the ball.
Yeah, there's a pop and drop shot right inside the paint, or inside the perimeter for Farley. He now has 4 points, and it's a 4-point game. Collinsville up 15-11, 1:35 left to play. Here in this opening quarter, here is Franklin. He hits one from about 6 feet underneath the basket, and he now has 4.
Deante Franklin, nice little runner. Put Collinsville up by 6.
17-11, 1:20 left to play here in this opening quarter. On the wing, that is Brown. Brown back out front now for Marshall. Marshall being watched like a hawk there by Horace, and now they give the ball up for Shaw.
A lot of standing around out of Belleville West. Nobody's setting ball picks. Nobody's setting picks away from the ball. They're going to have a hard time doing anything if they're just going to stand around like this.
Another try there, and that one's inside. They kick it back outside. And here comes Shaw. Now back onto the wing for Liddell. In the paint area for Farley. Farley tried to turn around and jump it, couldn't do it. And back outside we go for Marshall. Marshall, fingertip roll, gets it to fall.
A nice dribble drive by Marshall. Getting by the sophomore Horace. Here comes Wilkinson.
He'll pop one from just inside the perimeter. He has such a smooth shot.
We call that a pure shooter. We've got some guys that can shoot the ball, but Wilkinson is one of those guys you just call him a pure shooter.
Kahawks back up by 6. Final 20 seconds left to play here in this first quarter. Over on the far side wing in front of the Kahawks bench, that's Marshall. Got it around to Liddell, who gets it over to Brown. Brown, near sideline, dribbles his way back over toward the wing. 10 seconds left. Back to Liddell. Liddell is a 6'1" sophomore, and he'll shoot one from just on top of the perimeter. No good. Collinsville gets the rebound. Just a few seconds left at the buzzer. Off the rim. That one goes, and that was close.
It's a pretty good effort by Horace.
Not bad. Into 1 quarter of play. Collinsville up by a score of 19-13. We take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahawk alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place World Champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium after 1 quarter of play, 19-13 is our score. Collinsville with the 6-point lead. I am Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey on the other microphone. Belleville West with the ball, and they will inbound from the near sideline, right underneath the camera that is attached to the iron girder here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. And the inbound pass comes into Cotton. Cotton quickly gets double teamed, and that's kicked out of bounds by Dayton Horace, who's in the game for the first time, as is Travion Swaggart. Swaggart, the leading scorer for Collinsville, 261 points coming in, 11.9 per game is his average.
Yeah, nice offensive run by Collinsville in the first quarter, but we've got to cut down the turnovers. That's what resulted in Belleville West's 13 points.
Cotton does a nice job keeping it in bounds and gets it all the way over to Brown into the corner and back over to Cotton, and then into the corner it goes. 3-point rainbow shot, and that's no good for Hines, and then a whistle will follow.
Oh, man, Wilkinson and Swaggart both caught just standing under the hoop, no boxing out, which resulted in an offensive rebound for Belleville. Coach Darren Lee not happy with that effort.
First foul of the game for Collinsville belongs to Jake Wilkinson at the free throw line. That is Daquan Shaw. Shaw on the year, just 6 of 9 from the free throw line, and now 6 of 10.
Yeah, the ball just went in and out. I think it was more in the hoop.
Yeah.
And somehow it just bounced right on out of there.
Saw that happen last night in the girls' game.
We used to say they have saran wrap on the bucket.
Mm-hmm. There, a miss on both of those. Collinsville gets the rebound. It's Travion Swaggart. Each team now with 5 rebounds here in the early going. And here is Devin Davis, who gets tugged on, poked at, and no call. Oh, if you're going to let him play, don't call it the other way either.
I agree with that. So far, they've done a pretty good job of letting him play.
Yeah, they have. Here is Davis on the right side. Top of the key for Horace, over onto the wing for Wilkinson. Wilkinson back out front. Devin Davis underhands it to Swaggart. Swaggart in the paint and gets hands all in his face. Still managed to get a pretty good shot off, but Belleville West pulls down the rebound.
Referees are thirsty, Todd.
I guess so. Ready for Thirsty Friday?
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice charge taken there by the senior, Mr. Horace, the elder Horace.
Travion Hines picks up his first foul, third team foul for Belleville West. Comes with 1 minute and 1 second gone here in quarter number 2. Collinsville up by 6. 19-13, that was the score after 1 quarter of play, so both teams looking for their first points.
Pace
here
is
in quarter
slowed
number 2.
just a little bit.
Here's Davis. Bounce pass and a ball that pops up in the air off of one of the Belleville players, and now contact is made. Now the whistle will be blown, and Dayton Horace will pick up his first.
Get a little
second.
frustration foul. Anytime you are charged with a turnover and then you run and reach, even if it's clean, you're almost always going to get a foul call.
Almost always. Here is Cotton. Cotton gets the ball right back from Marshall and up to the top of the key and then over onto the wing for Brown. Brown drives baseline, no good. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks bring it back up, and Travion Swaggart is caught on the ground after he kind of ran into Marshall on his way up the floor. Swaggart was looking for the ball. Marshall kind of stopped. Swaggart didn't see him stop, and he ran right into him.
I guess they would refer to that as incidental contact.
Yeah, pretty much what it was.
If it were football.
Must be pajama day over in the student body cheering
Yeah,
section.
I noticed that at the concession stand. Oh, they have a good time.
Dayton Horace inbounds into the backcourt to Wilkinson. Wilkinson brings it forward. 6:25 left to play here in the first half. Here is Swaggart. Travion back over onto the wing on the left side now for Wilkinson. Wilkinson tries to move it up inside for Horace, and that ball is poked out of bounds.
Well, Horace had the mismatch there on the little guard, but the problem is standing behind him was Mr. 6'8", number 35, and Farley. And I think it's probably a good thing Nicky Horace didn't get that ball in the paint.
All the way out to midcourt. That is the other young Horace, Nick Horace. And over to Devin Davis. Now back to Dayton Horace. Dayton right in front of the West bench. Kicks it back out front to younger brother. Davis from the line, free throw line that is, and no good on the shot. And the rebound belongs to Belleville West. Still looking for our first points here in this second quarter.
We scored too many in the first quarter.
I guess. West with the ball. At the top of the key, a little crossover dribble by Bird. Turns around in front of the free throw line, takes the shot, no good. Farley, he was there for the rebound, but had it roll down his back, so Collinsville gets it, and then they get fouled in the transition area.
Yeah, Nick was trying to throw the ball all the way down the court to Davis, and the Belleville West defender just got tied up in his arm, so that'll allow the Kahawks to take the ball out again at the far end of the court.
No pressure applied back in the backcourt, so Horace and Davis will bring it up, and it'll be Davis with the dribble across the line. 5:35 to play here in quarter number 2. Horace back to Davis, back over to Nick Horace. Now back out front for Wilkinson. Wilkinson back over to Horace. Horace to Horace. Inside now, and a dump pass that went to Swaggart baseline. He didn't have any room to move, so Dayton Horace takes a three-point shot from the corner. That's no good. And the rebound belongs to Belleville West. Maroons bring it back up. Here is Liddell. That is Miles Liddell, 6'1" sophomore. Onto the wing for Brown. Now top of the key for Farley. Farley, one dribble. Pops the shot, can't get it to drop. Rebound on the ground, and it is picked up finally once again by Brown. And they get it inside, and a shot taken no good. Devin Davis with the rebound. Tries to throw a ball away, but Nicky Horace was having none of that. He picked it up while he was sliding across the floor. Speaking of Horace, three-point shot. He's fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot three.
Nice. That was a nice quick stop and pop by Horace. Drew contact, and he'll have a chance for 3 attempts from the charity stripe.
Nick Horace at the free throw line this year, 72%, 18 for 25. A lot of these numbers in the free throw area has been improving.
They've been really improved.
Yeah. We were at
they heard us talking about
55% back a couple of months ago, yeah.
Nicky Tony was tired of us making fun of him.
Yeah. There's the first one in by Nicky Tony. That's a nice little moniker that's got to spread the word around, man. It was birthday here at a home game a couple of days ago, and some of the student body cheering section had signs. Happy birthday, Nicky Tony. See what you started?
I love it. I love it. Dominic Anthony. Speaking of shooter, Nick Horace, a very, very good shooter, and you'll probably see him turn into, next year and certainly his senior year, probably one of the premier players in the area.
I would think so, too. Matt Clark checks back into the game. Jake Wilkinson to the bench. And the third and final shot, so Mr. Horace only got one of the 3, and it's 20-13, and that's been the only point scored here in this second quarter. And then a 30-second timeout called by Belleville West, and we'll be back in just about that amount of time here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Drink it in. Powerful, vibrant, nutrient-rich fuel for healthy, active, experience-rich lives. Each ingredient chosen carefully, every blend crafted masterfully. Nurturing your passion, nourishing your purpose. So you can be your best self, live your best life, and rule the day.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey along with you. Glad that you're with us on a very chilly Friday evening here in the Metro East. And it's going to get down to about 10 degrees tonight. And I'm hearing through the grapevine that we're going to have a pretty wicked winter storm next week.
Wendell McCluskey would say it's colder than a well digger's behind.
Yeah, that's what my best friend says too, only he doesn't use the word behind. Here is Farley. Turn around, and there's no room to move. He finally finds a little bit of room over Matt Clark and banks one off the glass for 2. And Farley scores the first field goal here in this second quarter.
What year is Farley?
He is a senior.
Oh, man, I was going to say he could develop into a pretty good player. He's got some skills, so hopefully he'll finish his career here strong for Belleville West.
There is Horace for three. That's good from the wing, right in front of the Belleville West bench.
Speaking of shooter.
Well, if you can't get the three from the free throw line, might as well get one from the corner, right?
Speaking of shooter,
Yeah.
I think he heard us talking about him again.
I'm
See?
telling you. Probably got a text during that timeout.
He said, watch this.
Here's Cotton. Gets it inside to Farley. Kicked it back outside now for Marshall. Marshall, one dribble, and he gives it up to Liddell. Now inside the perimeter for Shaw. Shaw back to Liddell. And Liddell from the right wing brings it out toward midcourt. 3:35 left to play here in this first half. Into the corner for Cotton. Cotton back out front, and around the horn it goes, where it ends up in Marshall's hands. To Farley just inside the perimeter. Back to Marshall for three. Rainbow of a shot. Nothing but net. And David Marshall Jr. has hit his second three-pointer of the night.
Nice inside-out game by Belleville West. I mean, it looks like, when it looked like Collinsville had this game under control, all of a sudden it's a 5-point game because we just haven't scored this quarter.
There is Nick Horace. He'll pull up in the perimeter, take another rainbow shot. That one tips off the rim. Matt Clark got a hand on it first, but it ends up going into the hands of Belleville West. Out rebounding Collinsville right now, 10-8. On the wing, a dribble drive there by Marshall. Top of the key. And Marshall Jr. picks up 5 points in his last 20 seconds, and it's 23-20. It's a three-point contest.
Belleville West on a run here with 2:43 left in the half.
Here's Dayton Horace over to Nick, back over to Dayton. Now to Swaggart at the top of the key. Swaggart nowhere to move. Dribbles once, gives it up. Nick Horace for three. That one rolls right across the rim. Devin Davis with the putback for two.
Nice hustle by Devin Davis. Belleville West had the rebound, and Davis just sniped it.
He snuck in there at the last second, didn't he?
Boy, we needed a bucket there. That was a big hustle play by Devin Davis.
There is the Maroons once again on the outside wing for Cotton. He puts it up inside for Farley, but Farley mishandled it. 6th turnover for Belleville West. Horace comes in. He's fouled, and he will be heading to the free throw line for a couple, and that foul will belong to David Marshall Jr. That'll be his first and the team's 5th.
Man, Dayton got hammered. He did a great job of kind of double clutching, using his body to shield the defender, and the defender just mauled him. So kudos to Dayton Horace for toughing that one out and stepping right up here to the line.
Dayton Horace on the year. 8 of 22 from the free throw line. That's not a good percentage. That's 36.4. That's
nice.
Yeah, I saw that little look on your face. But he makes the first one, so it's a work in progress, right?
Hey, we've got time left for him to increase that percentage. His dad was laughing because the Edwardsville announcer that we were all kind of laughing at was busting on Dayton for his free throw percentage on air.
Oh, so he had stats in front of him even, huh? Wow. Yeah, he made both of them there, so as I said, work in progress, and he's pretty good job on that work in progress right there from the line. So,
that's right.
There's a nice steal by Collinsville. If they can hold on to it, and they can't.
Hot potato.
Yeah, it sure was. There is Hines. Dumps it off and off the glass. Wide open on the baseline was William Brown Jr.
Collinsville just didn't run the floor there. We only had 2 defenders back, and neither one of them ran the floor.
5-point lead by Collinsville. 1:45 left to play here in this first half. Here is Franklin. Bounce pass to Clark. Clark throws it back out front, underhand, and Franklin for three, and that one's a little short. And Franklin got dumped on his behind, too. That's 3 players over here on this side.
There's bodies
been
falling
dumped
left and right. I think there's a sniper in the house.
Yeah. Telling you, here is Farley, and he gets fouled on the way up. Count the bucket and the bruise, and a chance for Belleville West to get this game to within 2.
Well, here's the deal. You got to know if you're Devin Davis, you're not going to block Farley's shot, right?
Yeah.
So there's no reason to be jumping up in the air. You just stand with your hands up and hope he misses the bucket. Now you give him a chance for add on an extra point.
Farley on the year, 52.1 from the free throw line, 25 of 48. First one, no good, and that's the only one he'll get because that was on the end of a 2-point play. Here is Franklin. Nice job waiting out the defense, but too bad it couldn't turn into points.
Man, another bunny missed by Collinsville. That's Jake Wilkinson. Nice dish by Franklin. We just couldn't capitalize.
1:10 left to play, and a rebound effort by Collinsville is thwarted, and now, whoa. Yeah, well, I don't know about that one. That one could have gone either way.
Collinsville's getting out-hustled, and good sales job by Deante Franklin. I certainly probably wouldn't have called it that way.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that doesn't matter. That's going to go down as a charge against West. Collinsville's going to get the ball back with 1:05 left in the first half.
And here comes Devin Davis. Under a minute to go. Collinsville up by 3. Here's Franklin. Deep outside of the left wing. Now he'll take it back out toward midcourt. And then over to Wilkinson, who gives it up for Clark. Clark to the free throw line for Davis. Dribble drive just outside the lane and a foul. And that one is going to be handed out to Darvin Morris.
Darvin Morris grew up playing with these guys from Collinsville and moved to West, I believe, last year.
Oh, they called it on Bird. That's his third. Dalen Bird already with 3 fouls. That's their leading scorer.
They better put him on the bench.
I'm guessing. Here is Davis at the free throw line, and Davis good. Devin Davis has definitely worked on his free throws, and Devin comes in at 71% now. I think he was one of those right around the 58 to 60% mark early in the season. But
yeah, he's really improved.
He has.
And Davis, you know, it's strange. He doesn't look like he would be super quick, and he is. He's very quick. That move to the bucket, West didn't even know what had happened. Their only shot was to foul him.
So Collinsville back up by 5 after 2 free throws by Devin Davis. We have 40 seconds left to play here in this second quarter, and here comes Morris. Morris drives all the way down and tries to feed it to Farley. Low post on the near side, but Trevion Swaggart stepped in front of him and knocked that ball out of bounds.
Yeah, Trey did a great job of running the floor and interfering with that, what would have been an easy layup.
West will inbound underneath of their own basket. All the way out front it goes into the hands of Brown. 30 seconds left. Brown will underhand it to Marshall. Marshall gives it up now for Morris. Back onto the wing for Brown. Brown dribbles, drives, baseline, and throws it back outside. Here's Liddell. He puts it in the perimeter, takes the shot, can't get it to go. And there is Wilkinson with the rebound for Collinsville with 15 seconds left. Here is Devin Davis. Davis, baseline, off the glass, good for 2.
What'd I tell you about quick? A little hesitation, boom, right to the rim. Quick hands, and here comes Trey Swaggart.
Swaggart
coming the other
at
way.
The buzzer. He's going to be able to get there in time. Yes! Oh, Swaggart picks up, brings it home, off the glass, counted for 2 right at the buzzer, and Collinsville has a 33-24 lead at the end of the first half after a Belleville West turnover. How about that?
Yeah, after a lackluster kind of beginning of the second quarter, Collinsville turned up the heat the last minute of that of the half, and all of a sudden we find ourselves up 9 points here at halftime.
33-24, a big throng of folks down at the other end. That's the junior Kahawks. They're going to be out here on the floor in just a moment, and we'll be back in just a moment after we add up some numbers here in this first half. Collinsville up 33-24 after one half of play. Second half action will come your way here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports
Collinsville
Network.
High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene with Visionary Wealth Advisors at his new Collinsville office located at 106 North Clinton, or call Brad at 618-467-8420. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium on Main Street in Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz. And classic rock, it's always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl by the hundreds, plus new releases by new artists as well as reissues by classic artists. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's Record Emporium. There, you can test out all the latest in audio gear, from top-of-the-line speakers to the latest in new turntables, plus amps, streamers, and all of the accessories like needles, belts, and more. While you're there, check out the music-related wall art, as well as t-shirts, record cleaners, and so much more. Plus, if you can't find it at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Come check out Collinsville's only record store, Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in beautiful uptown Collinsville, 618-795-1333, online, richesrecordemporium.com. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food? All created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family-size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
And welcome back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Halftime score 33-24 for Collinsville. They have a 9-point lead. They outscored Belleville West 14-11 in that second quarter to extend their 6-point lead that they had in the first quarter. After that score was 19-13. Leading scorer in this one, well, that's a shared honor by a member of both teams. We'll begin with Belleville West. David Marshall Jr. has 12 points. Damian Farley with 8, and then 2 points each for Travion Hines and William Brown Jr. For Collinsville, Devin Davis has matched the 12 points for David Marshall. So Davis has 12. After that, Jake Wilkinson with 7. Nick Horace has 6. Deontay Franklin, with 4. 2 points each for Travion Swaggart and Dayton Horace. As far as rebounds are concerned, Belleville West right now out rebounding Collinsville just by 1, 11-10. Turnovers, Belleville West had 7, Collinsville with 5, and from the lines, the Kahawks 6 of 8 from the free throw line, while Belleville West is 0 for 3, and from the three-point stripe, Collinsville has hit 3 of 7, and Belleville West has hit 2 of 5. There's a look at your first half stats. Second half action, that will be coming your way here in just a moment on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Extreme Details, owned and operated by former Kahawk Jay Merkel. Jay and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or an RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, and they vacuum every vehicle regardless of what package you choose. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 977-1224 or visit Extreme Details at 936 St. Louis Road in Collinsville. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipStLouis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
And once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. I'm Todd Duke, Dr. Chris McCluskey along as well, 33-24 in favor of Collinsville after one half of play. You know I have some history for you. The first ever win in Kahawk basketball history was against the team that called Belleville home. There was no East or West back then. That was in December of 1907. Collinsville started that first season off with 2 straight losses, and they finally got in the win column against Belleville. Since, Collinsville has 171 wins against Belleville West to 64 losses.
Were you in attendance for that
I
first
was
victory?
not. Yeah,
Are
I
you sure, Todd?
Pulled up in my Fred Flintstone mobile.
Your Model T?
I fell off of my dinosaur. Couldn't find a good parking spot, and the dinosaur said, you know what, screw it, I'm just stopping right here, get off. We're back to action. Underway, third quarter action. Belleville West with the ball first. There's a ball that just tips off the front of the rim, and there is Wilkinson there with the rebound. He'll get it up to Franklin, and into the corner it goes for Nick Horace. Back over to Nicky from Jake. And on the near sideline, they'll play catch, and then they'll let Devin Davis in on the fun. Devin will throw it over into the side, and back around the horn it goes to Davis. Good ball movement, and a shot that had a little bit of too much air on it, but a nice rebound there by Collinsville and Nick Horace, and they'll reset their offense all the way back out front. The ball goes to Davis.
Yeah, nice.
Outside, three-point shot, Wilkinson, good!
Nice hustle by Nick Horace to give us another chance. Belleville West coming out in a zone look, and we'll shoot them right out of that, Todd.
We sure will. All right, Belleville West with their second opportunity here on offense. That was almost a travel. Marshall started moving forward and forgot to put the ball on the floor. Now he'll kick it back outside. Marshall for three to answer, and he does. Marshall's third three-pointer in this contest.
Probably not a good idea to help off when you're guarding Marshall. Might want to stay a little closer to that young man. He's proven that he can shoot the rock.
Here is Davis back at the Kahok logo at midcourt. Over onto the near side wing, Franklin, and back to Davis. Now back to Franklin.
Collinsville showing a lot of patience here coming out in the second half. I think Darren Lee told them, hey, boys, take care of the basketball. More discipline this half.
Nick Horace in the corner on the far side. Flings it up the line to Wilkinson. Over this way for Franklin. Back to the top of the key, and then over onto the left wing. A dribble drive and a foul on a reach in there, and that one is most likely going to belong to Brown.
That foul will be called on the floor, so Collinsville should get the ball out right underneath the basketball hoop by the Collinsville cheerleading squad, who's doing a great job this evening.
As usual.
Absolutely. It's nice to have the cheerleaders and the band and the dance team did a great job at halftime.
William Brown Jr. picks up his second foul. It's the first one of this half for either team, and there's another couple of points for Devin Davis. He now has 14. Collinsville back up by 9 now, 38-27. Oh, excuse me, that's 11. I have to figure my math sometimes.
He's good at history, folks. Not much on math.
History was my favorite subject when I went to school here. Math, not so much.
You should bring your slide rule next time.
Yeah, there you go, or my abacus. Here we go with a dribble drive baseline. No good. Farley kicks it back outside. Now Brown, and Brown travels.
Charged with a travel. He just took a little stutter step there with Wilkinson guarding him. Looks like turnovers have gone in favor of Belleville West now instead of Collinsville, which is good to see for the home crowd here at Virgil Fletcher.
Yeah, Collinsville turned the ball over like 4 times in the first half of that first quarter. They only ended up with 5 turnovers in that first half, so that's a nice job cutting down. Inside, Horace all alone off the high glass, good for 2. And Horace now up to 8 points. And we're going to have a timeout called by Alex Schobert as Collinsville has gotten this thing into double-digit numbers. Only 3 points for Belleville West here in the second half thus far. And we'll be back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
In Collinsville, call Scott Allen at 618-346-1500.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
40-27, Collinsville has extended their lead. Belleville West has only scored the three-pointer from Marshall so far here, and we're almost halfway through quarter number 3.
Yeah, the best announcer in all the land, Chad Burgess, plays the chicken song or the duck song?
Yeah, I know. Everybody loves that.
I saw Uncle Mark Eversman, chicken duck, walking down the court.
Really?
Yeah, Uncle Mark's in attendance here tonight.
Sorry I missed that.
It was pretty good. For those of you who know Uncle Mark Eversman, you'll understand why that's comical.
Belleville West with the ball. They trail. Collinsville has extended their lead, which is something we thought they would have done, and a travel on Farley. First of all, Matt Clark thought he was going to get called for a foul. Did you see his face?
Oh, man.
He was like, what? I didn't do it.
Wait a minute.
Then he called a travel, and Farley had the same face. He's like, what? I didn't do that.
That was great.
Oh, boy. Here is Franklin. Dribbles and drives into the paint, and a little fingertip roll, and a blocking foul as well. That's going to be called on Hines. It'll be his third foul. And Franklin up to 6 points with a chance to make it 7.
Man, that was slick business by Franklin because the Belleville West defender had set up shop. I mean, he was there ready for the charge. And Franklin just kind of squiggled around him and drew hip contact. And hopefully we'll turn this into a three-point play. Yes, sir.
Franklin, the outlier in the free throw department. He came in at 85.2% from the line. How about that?
Now that's what we're talking about, Todd.
Yes,
we're not going to be making fun of that boy, are we?
Nope, not at all. Here is Hines. Hines on the top of the key will hand the ball off, and he'll do so to Marshall. Marshall gets it to Liddell. Into the corner here for Bird. Back out front. Bird didn't see a lot of action in that second quarter because he picked up 3 quick fouls, and that's your leading scorer. And now we're going to have a foul against Wilkinson. Kind of threw that elbow in there.
Yeah, Bird's a great player. He's quick. He's strong. He's got good hops, good vertical jump. And we haven't seen him shoot the ball much, but he certainly can get the ball to the rack.
At the free throw line, Travion Hines for the first time. Hines comes in at 63.2%, 24 of 38 on the year. West went 0 for 3 at the free throw line in the first half, and now they're 0 for 4.
Number 3 for Belleville West.
Cotton.
Checking in.
Mr. Cotton.
Mr. Cotton.
Quincy Cotton, 6'2 junior.
6'2",
I like both
maybe.
of those names. I like both of those names, Quincy and Cotton.
It's a great name.
Yeah.
He might be 6'2", but he's about 6'10" with that hair.
Yeah? I don't even know if he's 6'2". He looks pretty small, but I'm, 5'5", so what do I know?
Deante Franklin with a little razzle-dazzle double clutch. Good for 2 for the Kahawks to put them up 45-27 with 3:45 to go.
There's a pass onto the outside and into the inside paint it goes. Shot taken, nothing doing there for Hines. Rebound, that belongs to Nicky Tony at the top of the key.
Yeah, Bird was trying to sweat Nicky, and Nicky beat him down the court while he was dribbling.
There's Wilkinson with a dribble himself, and at the baseline takes a shot, and he was a little off balance. Matt Clark, he gets held by Farley trying to go after that ball, no call. So Matt Clark's going to hold him all the way rest of the way down the court.
Those two are doing a nice little dance here this afternoon or this evening.
Here's Cotton at the top of the key. Over onto the wing for Marshall. Marshall will dribble drive, take a shot from the baseline. That one rolls all the way across the rim. Farley goes back up. Devin Davis, I believe, got poked in the eye during that transaction, and we're going to have a foul against Collinsville.
Yeah, that's going to go against 32 senior Matt Clark, which will put Farley at the line for 2, as that was a shooting foul.
Farley had an opportunity at a free throw shot in the first half, and he missed, and he misses that one as well. And we'll remind you that Farley only came in at 52%, and now
Belleville West subs 4 people.
Making wholesale player changes here, man.
It's a hockey game.
It's a line change.
It's a new line.
Blues are back in action tomorrow at 2 p.m. against Winnipeg, and then that's it until February the 10th. The All-Star break is here. It's a long time without top Blues hockey, man.
We end up getting anybody in?
Yeah, we got Kairu. That's the only one.
Oh, good.
Had a chance to get Thomas in there on a fan vote, but it didn't work, and he'll be sitting at home or on a beach somewhere watching it with everybody else.
Jordan Kairu. My office manager named
named
her puppy Kairu.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Adam Remar, the 6'6 junior in the game for the first time, and he makes his name noticed right off the bat. And Collinsville now up by 20 points, led by just 9 at the end of the first half, and here we are just in the third quarter, and they've only held Belleville West to that three-pointer. by David Marshall Jr. Hines didn't help out because he just went 0 for 2 at the free throw line. Here's a three-point try. That one skips across the rim off of the hand of Morris, and a whistle follows.
Yeah, that will be out of bounds on Devin Davis. He was going for the rebound and just could not secure the ball. So West will have the ball out underneath the hoop by their own cheerleading squad.
Throw in, comes in, and around to the top of the key it goes. And I don't have a number 30 on my roster. And a turnover. 10th one of the game for Belleville West. Here is Franklin.
Yeah, I think West
Devin
is
Davis,
just using this opportunity to get some younger guys some playing time.
Yeah, I don't have a JV roster for Belleville West. They probably pulled some JVers off, and I don't have all the numbers. There's a turnover for Collinsville. They're 6th. They'll bring the ball up, and here is Darvin Morris. Morris gets it onto the wing for Bilsing. And then inside the perimeter, kick back outside. Morris for 3. That one rattles but won't fall. Collinsville will take possession of the ball after Belleville West knocks it out of bounds.
Timeout.
Another timeout called by the head coach for Belleville West. That is Alex Schobert. We will take a timeout as well. Back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC, 618-960-9346 or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahok Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010.
Devin Davis gets it up into the inside now for Mr. Remar, and a nice pass, and then kicked it back outside. Travion Swagger at top of the key. Davis wide open for 3, line drive, 3-point shot again by Davis, his 3rd three-pointer of the night.
Man, nice ball movement by the Kahawks. Devo didn't even think twice. He just nailed that sucker.
There's another 3-point try from the corner, and that one's no good for Belleville West. Collinsville with another rebound and another 2 points for Deante Franklin. Franklin's now into double digits with 11, and Collinsville has extended this big-time run here in the 3rd quarter where they've held Belleville West to just 3 points, and that was in the first 60 seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, Kahawk showing some nice team chemistry on the offensive end of the floor. We're going to have to tone down our reaching and our fouling here. And when you're up this much with almost just over a quarter to go, the last thing you want to do is stop the clock and let them get points with the clock stopped.
Belleville West is going to bring in 5 new players right now. Well, at least 4 of them. William Brown Jr. at the free throw line hits his team's first free throw make in this game, and Brown coming into this contest 11 of 18 from the free throw line.
It's over 50%, Todd.
It is.
If I check your slide rule.
We can move that there and move that there. And 61.1%.
Technology.
See, while I was over there having fun, I didn't even notice he made his second one or not, did he? Yes, he did, because it was 27.
They have 29
So that's
points.
5 points so far here in this 3rd quarter. We have 50 seconds left to play in said 3rd quarter. Here is Devin Davis. Davis at midcourt gives it over to Nikki Horace. And back out front now we go to Dayton Horace. 40 seconds. Onto the wing for Swagger, near sideline. 52-29. Collinsville comfortably in front now. And here is Horace. Dribbles with that left hand. Switches directions, gives it back up to Swagger. Travion. Back over to Horace. Dayton Horace has it deep on the left wing. Collinsville looking for the last shot.
I'd say at this point, you might as well just hold it for the last shot, run the old fist play, and as they say, give her heck, Todd.
Give her heck, man. And outside it goes to Dayton Horse. And at the baseline, jump shot won't fall in. Swagger with the putback, but it won't fall. And that is how the third quarter comes to a close. We will take a break, and we're right back with quarter number 4 in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Calling all sports fans. Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Caseyville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs that you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers, sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest brew in town. And don't forget to try your luck at the Lucky Fox Gaming Room. Dine in and catch a game, or order carryout with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-855-9500.
The fourth quarter has arrived. Collinsville up 52-29. They held Belleville West to 5 points in the first half, or in the third quarter, excuse me. And that is a 19-5 third quarter that Collinsville just put on Belleville West.
First quarter and third quarter, both 19 points, I believe.
Yeah. I don't know what happened in the second when they only scored 14. Into the corner it goes for Devin Davis.
And they scored those in the last 2 minutes.
I know, huh? There is Swaggart now with the ball. Travion dribbles into the paint and off the glass. Well, didn't even need the glass. Used nothing but rim.
There goes Trey Swaggart. I was looking for him to look for some chances to score, and there he is.
Yeah, he only has 4 points in this contest. Didn't play at all in the first quarter. 7:20 left to play here in this fourth quarter. There is Farley with the ball in the perimeter. Kicks it back out, and a dribble drive on the way thanks to Zach Roseman. Jarius Winters is number 30, 5'10 sophomore. He's not on the floor now, but if he comes back out, at least I know a name. Rebound by Collinsville. Swaggart takes it down. Travion, stutter step at the free throw line. He'll turn around and slow down and let everybody catch back up. Reset the offense.
Yeah, showing patience. Something took Trey a couple years to learn, but he's really played disciplined ball this year. I'm really proud of him.
There is Dayton Horace. Pulls up inside the perimeter, gives it up to Davis. He's just inside. And that line drive shot working once again. Davis is all over it.
Whammo. I don't think he's even hit the rim yet, Todd.
Man, I'm telling you.
I mean, he is money tonight.
Looks like my washer shots, man. They're all line drives.
Everybody
Put some more arc on that thing, Todd. No, works for me.
If you dance around school all day like Devin, you'd throw washers better.
Probably. I found out that I suck at bags, that's for sure. I'm in a bags league on Wednesday nights, and I'm horrible.
I've transitioned to bags.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the last time I threw a washer. And I'm not horrible at bags, Todd.
I'm just getting started,
Washers,
man.
I'm not good. Washers, I'm not good.
It's my third week. I'm still trying to figure out my throw, but I'll get it down sooner or later.
I do the end over end, like the football.
Hold the corner?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do the corner.
Here's Farley back at the free throw line after a 2-point bucket and a foul by Adam Remar. And Farley is 0 for 4 from the free throw line, and there he goes. Finally hit one.
Where do they have bags league, Todd?
We play up in the American Legion right by my house.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Farley gets a free throw, and then he gets a rebound. And back the other way we go after a Collinsville miss. We're coming up on 6 minutes to play here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville up front 56-32. Farley with it again. Tries to get around Matt Clark and does so with a pass and a nice little underhand finger tipper off the glass for David Marshall Jr. And Belleville West has now scored all the points here in the fourth quarter, and we are 2 minutes and 10 seconds in.
Well, we only like even numbered.
Yeah, I think
or
so.
odd numbered quarters.
Odd numbered quarters, is that what it is?
Quarters, right. Only 1 and 3 tonight.
Okay.
2 and 4 don't exist. Folks, we're signing off. It's been a fun night.
See ya.
Collinsville is done scoring for the evening.
Yeah, Dave Franklin. We have a very light schedule next week. Tuesday, we are going to be broadcasting our very first ever Mississippi Valley Hockey Conference All-Star Game. Collinsville has 6 players on the All-Star team this year. That is the most out of any school.
All right.
Yeah, and then we're going to be back here Friday night for the Pink Out game. There's Jake Wilkinson. That's the only thing we have on the schedule for you next week.
Well, we will look forward to letting you spend a couple nights at home or at Bags tournament
Bags
or
on
whatever
Wednesdays,
it is you're doing.
Hockey game on Tuesday, Bags on Wednesday, and basketball here on Friday, and that depends on the weather forecast, of course, because it's, from what I understand, supposed to be pretty gnarly.
I did see something about a little bit of a warning. I think I heard they don't really know, but they think that it's certainly going to be something.
Yeah.
Said, thanks for the detail.
William Brown Jr. comes in. Well, Glenn Zimmerman, he's the one I trust the most. He said, get ready for some accumulating snow, folks.
Yeah, okay.
It's going to happen.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe we can get the old toboggan out.
Yeah, there you go. Swaggart commits that foul right at the end of a 2-point bucket by Brown, and now Brown at the free throw line misses. And the rebound belongs to Collinsville. Boy, we've gotten way off the basketball subject here, haven't we? Here's Dayton Horace. Horace comes over on the right wing and gives it up to Franklin. Franklin on the near side sideline into the corner. Dribbles his way out of that as we have 5 minutes left to play here in this fourth quarter. Here is Swaggart in front of his bench. Free throw line for Wilkinson. Wilkinson dribbles his way out of there, and he gives it up to Horace. Onto the wing for Franklin, into the corner for Swaggart. Swaggart eyes things. Baseline, glass, good. 2 points.
Nice baseline move by Swaggart. Jump stop, comes up strong off the glass for 2, and here comes West, Mr. Cotton.
It is Cotton. Quincy Cotton. That's how you say that name.
Quincy
Cotton.
That's a great name.
I know it is. All right. Maroons with another rebound and another shot. That one's no good. And, well, I'll kick it back out front now and start all over again. Here is Hines. Hines will dump it off to Shaw. And Shaw gets it back over to Cotton. Cotton wants to try to get around Franklin. Franklin's not going to give up that much room. And they'll kick it all the way back out to the midcourt stripe for Hines. Hines at the free throw line. A lofty shot off the glass, good for 2.
Bank's open.
Sure is.
I don't think he called that, Todd.
No, I did not.
I'll tell you what, though, he almost hit his head on the rafters on that jump shot. He was way up in the air.
Halfway through quarter number 4, it's 60-38 in favor of Collinsville, and Swaggart with a shot. He'll go to the free throw line for 2 after he is fouled from behind by DeQuan Shaw, I believe.
That was the old give and go.
Yep. Shaw picks up his second. Swaggart to the free throw line for the first time tonight. 63.4, 52 of 82 for Travion this year from the charity stripe. And he misses the first one.
82 free throws, huh?
Yeah.
That's getting to the line.
Yeah, I need to convert those a little bit more often. Devin Davis has been to the free throw line 108 times this year.
Incredible.
Swaggart missed the first one, trying for the second one here. Collinsville up by 22 points. Another shot by Travion, and that one pops off the fat part of the iron on the crease of that iron. And the rebound belongs to Belleville West in front of their bench. They get it inside to Farley. He almost lost the ball. Kick it back outside for Morris. Morris skirts the perimeter, and then we'll back up toward midcourt before he tries another move. Over on the right wing. Now back out to midcourt to Hines. Hines with a dribble drive trying to get around Swaggart. A bounce pass to Farley. Farley just kicks it right back outside to Hines. And then Hines will pop it from about 10 feet out. Can't get it to fall, though. And the rebound belongs to the Kahawks. Here is Matt Clark giving it to Franklin. Franklin comes across the line with 3:10 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Horace over to Wilkinson. Wilkinson in front of the bench. And now Swaggart on the run, trying to get past Hines. He does, and the shot won't fall, but Hines is going to get pegged for a foul.
Trey was gone before the ball even got there. He peeled off and stuck his arm. I don't even know how he caught that basketball. That was awesome. He looked like Stretch Armstrong.
Stretch Armstrong?
Yeah.
Wow, there's a blast from the past.
There you go.
You're showing your age there, man.
This is a nostalgic evening,
yeah.
Todd. Slide rules, toboggans.
Yes, abacus. Here's a shot by Swaggart. Makes that first free throw. That's the fourth foul on Hines.
He made that one right through the old peach basket.
There you go. Naismith all over it, man. He nailed a couple of peach baskets to the board because he wanted his soccer players to have something to do when it was cold outside.
Right.
And that's how the game of basketball got invented. Hard to believe, isn't it?
Here comes the big sophomore, Mr. Zachary Chambers, checks into the game for the Kahawks.
And Swaggart hits both of them this time after missing the other two right before that. So 62-38. 3 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. And here is Bilsing, and Bilsing gets it back out front to Morris. Caleb Bilsing, 6-foot junior. He has the ball and gives it back to Morris, and now over to Farley. Farley at the free throw line. Into the corner it goes, and back to Farley. Nice move underneath the basket, but a nice stuff job there by Chambers. Ball comes loose. Collinsville comes up with it. They bring it down to Franklin. Franklin dribbles in the paint, takes the shot. Good for two.
Oh, Banks open for him, Diante. He laughed at himself when that ball went off the glass. He threw his hands in the air and shook his head. That was great.
Bilsing back out front in front of the Maroons bench. And then they move it up inside to Farley, but
Zach Chambers again with the defensive play.
And another basket by young Mr. Horace.
Senior Dayton Horace runs the floor and is rewarded with a bucket.
His first 2-point field goal of the night to go along with his 2 free throws, so he now has 4. We're under 2 minutes to go. Collinsville up 66-38. Here is Morris. Morris with a dribble drive at the free throw line. Dumps it off, but he dumps it off, and Horace is the one who finds the ball. He takes it coast to coast.
Oh, baby!
Off the glass. No good, but Horace is going to the line for 2.
Man, that was a nice move. He goes up with a left, spins around, reverse right-hand layup kind of behind him, and the ball just couldn't find the bottom of the net, but he'll earn himself 2 more free throws.
And Dayton Horace, who I mentioned just a moment ago, 2 for 2 at the line. That was in the first half, and Dayton gets that one to fall.
Here comes a whole host of substitution for the Kahawks. Chambers thought he was coming out. No, sir, you're staying in the game.
We got a sale on subs. Buy 1, get 2 free. Bring them on in.
That took me a minute. Oh, boy.
I got the free throw line. Horace. And Horace 4 for 4 on the night from the charity stripe.
Yeah, that Edwardsville announcer didn't know what he was talking about, did he?
Nope, not at all.
This boy can shoot the rock.
He had a rough night. He was a little off. 1:35 left to play here in this fourth quarter, and a turnover by Belleville West. That'll be their 14th of this game.
Zach Chambers 3 for 3 on balls being brought his way.
Yeah.
The last 3 trips down the court. And we need Zach to play big and strong. I mean, he's a house of a human.
Oh, yeah. He's going to be a senior next year, and we're going to rely on him a lot.
A junior.
A junior, yeah. Remember?
He's a sophomore.
Yeah, he is a sophomore. 6'7" sophomore. Got the size. Might grow an inch over the summer. Who knows?
Yeah, and 8th grade was the first year that he played basketball.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
So he's still learning the game.
He's Cole's age, and he had some growth. You know, he grew so fast. He had some foot stuff going on. He just didn't play. And he came in 8th grade, and, I mean, he could barely even hang on to the ball, and he's turned into a quality basketball player now.
There's Farley with an underhand layup. And Farley now with 13 points in this game. We are into the final 40 seconds of this one. Collinsville's going to win their 10th in a row. And that's a nice shot there by Jamorio Eisinger, the 5'11 sophomore who came into the game.
I'm telling you, that's one to keep your eyes on right
He's
there.
He's going to be fun to watch, too.
Yeah.
Over on the wing, that's Liddell, the younger brother of E.J. Liddell, Miles Liddell. And Miles with a 3-point shot that tips across the rim. Rebound, that belongs to Matt Shelton, who's into the game for Collinsville. Down to Weisinger. He saves the ball from going out of bounds. And Remar with it in front of his bench. Only 5 seconds left. Horace will stand back with it at midcourt, 70-40. Collinsville with a 30-point victory over Belleville West to improve to 18-5 on the year and 6-2 in Southwestern Conference play. Big thank you over here to my guy, Mr. McCluskey, Dr. McCluskey. He is the sponsor of the postgame show brought to you by Chiropractic Works. Tell him all about it, Doc.
Well, www.chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. We're located right here in Collinsville, Illinois. Our goal is to help as many people live as high a quality of life for as long as possible. And I'm going to put a cliffhanger out there. Next weekend, we're about to launch a piece of technology We have the only machine within 150 miles of here other than Busch Stadium, and they're not going to let you use theirs.
Sure.
It is the most revolutionary piece of equipment that I've ever seen, and I'm anxious to make it available to the community. So everybody keep your eyes open, and I think it's going to help us help a lot more people. So thanks for having us, Todd. We appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you next Friday night.
Next Friday night for the Pink Out game.
After you bring home a W at Bags on Wednesday.
That's what I'm going to try to do anyway.
Attaboy.
I won't tell you if I don't.
All right. Thank you, sir. Have a great night.
All right. That is Dr. Chris McCluskey. We are in the post-game program, and we'll be back to talk things over with Collinsville head coach Darren Lee, as well as throw the final numbers your way. All that and more coming up on the Kahok Sports Network.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Just because you can cut your own hair doesn't mean you should. The Shop, a great place in Collinsville for men and boys haircuts, is where you should take your hair. The Shop is owned and operated by Collinsville High School graduates Danny Kress and Jody Neiman, and is located at 103 South Seminary Street in Uptown Collinsville. The Shop isn't just another place to get a haircut, as Danny and Jody take great joy in getting to know their clients and look forward to turning those clients into friends. When you sit in a stylish chair at the Shop, Jody and Danny pride themselves on getting to know you well enough to say, the usual? So, men and boys, if you're tired of the same old cookie-cutter approach to haircuts, check out Danny and Jody at the Shop. You may just walk out with not only a fantastic cut, but you may also walk out with a friend. Or two. The Shop in Collinsville, 618-772-7175. No appointment necessary. The Shop, 103 South Seminary in Uptown Collinsville.
At Chiropractic Works, our mission is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible without the use of drugs and surgery. We have state-of-the-art testing available to see if we think we might be able to help you with any health issues that you're dealing with. Whether it's neck pain, back pain, headache, sinus, allergies, numbness, tingling, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, knee, or ankle problems, we've helped many people solve these issues without the use of drugs and surgery. If you'd like to get to the root cause of your health problems, feel free to give us a call and schedule a consultation or a new patient exam to see if we think we might be able to help you.
And
And once again, we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville victorious tonight, 70-40, and have now won 10 in a row. And joining us now is Collinsville's head coach Darren Lee. Coach, congratulations on the win. Your thoughts on the game against Belleville West?
Well, I thought it was a good effort. They're a good anytime we win a conference game, when we get a running clock, that doesn't happen very often. And we really got some run-outs early. We're really working to try to get easy baskets when we can. And we were able to get some, even after some made shots and some missed shots. And got some run-outs, and Devin Davis shot the ball pretty well tonight.
Yeah, he did. And you got to love the outside shots. I've never seen such a line drive of a shot hit nothing but net. How does he do that?
I don't know. He doesn't have much arch on the shot, but they went in tonight, so that was a good thing.
I don't talk about Deante Franklin enough. Talk about the 6-foot senior man. He's really stepped up his game this year.
He's really played well. He's done a lot of things. He's always been a good shooter, but he's gotten better defensively, and he's done a good job, executing in our offense what we want to try to do and passing the ball, and it's doing, helping us handle the ball when we need it. So yeah, he's really made a difference for us in this 10-game run we've been in.
I know that early on in the season, turnovers were a little bit of a problem. We talked about that in a couple of our pregame shows, but man, you guys have really pared that down. You guys had 4 early in the fourth quarter, and you only ended up with 7 for the whole game. So you've really done a nice job of keeping that down low.
That's something we've really talked about, and that's just the thing about getting guys in the right spots and just making right decisions. And because when you're really trying to push, sometimes you're trying to. We had a couple trying to get runouts, but we went to a little more of a guard-oriented team here lately, and that so we've got a lot of guards out there. So guys used to handle the ball, but just in general, we've made better decisions with the ball and execute our offense better, where we haven't forced things when they weren't there and so forth.
So you are on a 10-game winning streak. I was talking to Dr. McCluskey off the air. You guys played in game number 23. I was comparing it to the 2019-2020 team that started off the year with 22 straight wins. Game number 23 was the first loss of that year. You guys have only lost 5 games this year. Are you a little bit shocked in that record?
Yeah, well, I thought that I did think that our early December schedule was much tougher than our January schedule. We had a pretty good summer, but to be not, I didn't think we'd be 18-5. But yeah, they've done a great job. But some of our losses, we've lost at East St. Louis, at Rock Island, at Normal. Those teams they got Division I players and are very good teams. And the other 2. Belleville, we split with O'Fallon, and I think we're 2-1 against Belleville East. So yeah, the kids have done a great job. They work in practice, and it's a good group of kids, and we've really had a lot of fun, and and we've won some close games here lately. That's important.
Yeah, you have Althoff tomorrow, and after that, you only have 7 games left for the end of the season. What are you looking for your team for the rest of the year?
Well, right now we're trying to get ourselves a chance in the conference. So tomorrow we got to go to Althoff. That's going to be tough. They've been really good at home. They took O'Fallon into overtime, and they've been a tough team at home. And they got some talented kids, and they battled us. I think we're tied at halftime. We had to play them last Friday in the tournament. So we got to get that one, and that will not be easy. And then we're going to try to, we got a big game against East St. Louis with all they got some superstar talent. There's no doubt, but hopefully we can. Somehow figure out a way to give ourselves a chance to win at the end of that game and get ourselves a chance to win the conference. Now, I don't know if anybody else can knock them off. They haven't been beaten. And then that'll be a tough for anybody else. But, that's what we're looking at, with the conference. And hopefully, and then, get that. And the big game at O'Fallon is a big game for, the seed in the sectional. So, we're going to – hopefully we can get that one. But, yeah, we just keep playing well, and kids are having fun, and give ourselves a chance in the conference and then get into the postseason.
Yeah.
We'd like to, be a tough regional wherever we go.
That's true. Althoff, they came into this Prairie Farms basketball tournament limping a little bit. They seem to have kind of fixed themselves here, and they've moved on, and they've gotten better.
Oh, they're playing well. They've gotten better, and they got some talented young kids, and, they're going to – they beat Belleville East. Like I said, took O'Fallon overtime. They're tied with us at halftime. I don't know what they did with Marion. They got Marion tonight at home. yeah, they've been really, like I watched that O'Fallon tape. They've been really good at home, and so that'll be a challenge for us. I mean, we're a very good group, but we have to execute. We're not we just don't wow anybody with athleticism, but we execute and like you said, don't turn the ball over, and we've been shooting it pretty well.
Yeah.
So we've been doing the little things to help win, and we've guarded, we've defended for the most part all year.
Thank you for the visit there,
thanks.
sir. Good luck against Althoff tomorrow. We'll see you a week from tonight.
All right.
Thank you. That is Darren Lee, your Collinsville Kahawk head coach. His team victorious here tonight by a score of 70-40. One final break coming your way on the Chiropractic Works post-game show. We're back to wrap it up in just a moment on the
As the Director
Kahawk
of Sports
Network.
Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach, whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues. We have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside's all-star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Lakeside Roofing, celebrating 50 years of serving the metro area. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
At Chiropractic Works, our mission is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible without the use of drugs and surgery. We have state-of-the-art testing available to see if we think we might be able to help you with any health issues that you're dealing with. Whether it's neck pain, back pain, headache, sinus, allergies, numbness, tingling, shoulder, elbow, wrist, hip, knee, or ankle problems, we've helped many people solve these issues without the use of drugs and surgery. If you'd like to get to the root cause of your health problems, feel free to give us a call and schedule a consultation or a new patient exam to see if we think we might be able to help you.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, I'm Todd Duke, and we're about to wrap things up here. Here's a look at your final stats. Collinsville wins this one 70-40. It was 19-13 after one quarter of play. Collinsville had a 6-point lead, added 3 more points onto that after a 14-11 second quarter. So we went to the halftime locker rooms at 33-24. Third quarter, Collinsville really poured it on. They outscored Belleville West 19-5 in that third quarter, and then added another 18-11 run over Belleville West in the fourth quarter to end up with our 70-40 score. 19 points for Devin Davis. He was the leader in this game. Right behind him was Jake Wilkinson with 12. Those were your Kahawks in double digits. Oh, sorry, Deontay Franklin had 13. Can't forget about him. 8 points each for Trey Swaggart and Nick Horace. 6 points for Dayton Horace, and 2 each for Adam Remar and Jamori Weisinger. Leading scorer for Belleville West was David Marshall Jr. He had 17 points. Damian Farley had 13. And then 6 points for Brown. 4 points for Travion Hines. Just 4 players scored tonight for Belleville West. Collinsville out-rebounding the Maroons 19-14. They turned the ball over 14 times as well, did Belleville West, so 14 turnovers and 14 rebounds. Collinsville turned the ball over 7 times. And from the lines, Collinsville 5 of 9 from the three-point stripe, while Belleville West went 3 of 10. And from the free throw line, Collinsville hit 11 of 15, not too shabby, while Belleville West hit 3 of 11. And we'll remind you that the JV team lost tonight. Tough one, 62-59. That's going to do it for us. Kahawks are back in action tomorrow night at Althoff, but I'm not going to be there for that one. We have some company coming over, so we don't have anything going on next week except for 2 things. The Hockey All-Star Game on Tuesday from East Alton at about 7 o'clock. 7:15 is scheduled game time. And then we'll have the Pink-Out game here against East St. Louis 1 week from tonight. So that's what we have going on. Big thank you to Devin Davis joining us in the pregame show, Coach Darren Lee joining us in the postgame show, and a big thank you to Dr. Chris McCluskey, as always, on the other microphone for the home games. My name is Todd Duke, and until Tuesday, everyone, have a fantastic weekend.